Grizzy, congrats on the channel growth.
Thanks. It was fucking the first jump was because of you. I was so confused.
And
But
don't
I got
you
tweeted
fucking
at.
forget it. You own it. For the rest of your fucking life. I'm gonna hang it over your head. All right, Kirby, how you doing?
What's up?
Is that a gamer girl?
I would never hit a woman, especially if their name was Kirby.
Fuck, this is cringy.
So Kirby, what's it like?
What's what like?
Playing CSGO.
It's pretty fun. If you take the harassment and little kids and inappropriate comments to me, it's pretty fun.
Well, I've never said anything inappropriate to a woman in my life, because I'm a nice man. I'm a gentleman.
I can tell you are.
Aw, you're making me blush.
Tips Fedora.
I don't own a fedora, it's actually a trilby.
I want to walk away from this conversation so badly, but I'm stuck in place!
So you're 18 or 19?
I'm about to be 19.
Oh, that's good news. I mean, happy birthday.
The selection of words I can now use towards you online has now broadened by quite a bit.
I had water in my mouth.
Hey guys, want to hear something cool?
Yeah.
It's a good fucking apple. You know, I'm a sociologist. It's my major. I have a minor in puppetry and lesbian dance theory, but we don't talk about that. But what that says to the woman is that I own her. But I also want to let her go because I'm a nice, sensitive man. But at the same time, she likes both the sensitivity as well as the strength and dominance that I display over her. So in turn, she wants to fillet me. It's very good. I learned this in college. It's good. College education. It paid off. I'm only $500,000 in debt, but at least I have my lesbian dance theory minor. Yeah, my friend who applied to the FBI watched your fucking video, by the way. And he called me about it. He said, you know, you got the story wrong. It was the CIA. And I'm like, fuck. That's right.
How did he come across my video? What the fuck?
He subbed you, man. He's actually subscribed to you.
It made me join the server. Hold on.
He's like, that story's awfully familiar. He goes, oh, yeah, that's right. My friend is Swaggersouls. So he called me, and I was like, oh, what's going on, Dave? He's like, why'd you tell him about the story? Want me to tell the story?
Yeah, tell a story.
You know, my friend applied for the FBI, an internship, and on his application, he was asked the question, have you done any drugs, and if so, how many drugs did you do, and on what occasion, and what drug specifically? So I go, all right, well, what'd you say? And he said, oh, well, you know, I thought, you know, maybe if I was honest. I'm like, don't tell me you actually fucking did. No. I go, what the fuck did you write? I know you do a lot of drugs. What did you put on there? He goes, well, marijuana, acid, DMT, DMX, or DXM or whatever. He's like, fucking crack, you know, all that shit. You know, all these fucking drugs. And I'm like, wow, you know, you're not going to be fucking hearing back from them. So he goes, you know, you never know. And he never heard back from him, so.
I wonder why.
Hi, I'm Swaggersouls. You know, I'm a deep thinker. I thought of a lot of things when I was high. And I officially endorse fidget spinners. Watch this fidget spinner go.
Is that a real fidget?
Wow.
It's
really going.
It's a real thing.
Hey Kirby, want to hear a cool sound?
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. I just smoked, so I'm a little nutty. Do you smoke marijuana?
Me? No.
Fuck. It's not gonna work, Kirby. I'm sorry. I have to cut it off here. I'm gonna mute you now. You know, it was a good time. Good time in college. I remember some guy got caught by cops. This was his plan. This is real. All right.
Okay.
So this was one of my friends, and he's a really big smoker. One day, he's going to a spot, and he gets popped. Police come. He had a blunt. You know, it was nothing. But he thought, he goes, oh, you know, I'm going to go to jail over this, you know, it's going to be terrible. I'll pretend to be deaf. And so he was like doing this fake sign language shit and going like, I can't hear you, you know, that kind of shit. And the cops were there and they're like, shit, you know, the kid might be deaf. Guy, you know, so the happens that one of the cops knows sign language.
Oh boy.
And then at that point, he goes, you know, oh shit, you know, I sound retarded, So maybe I'll just pretend to be retarded and not deaf. So they're like, it smells like shit. They go, did you shit yourself? You know? And after a while, they realized this kid wasn't retarded. And, you know, so they're like...
Maybe he is after doing that.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. They go, look, man, you know, you got a blunt. We're just gonna take it and you're free to leave. So the guy had to walk all the way back to his dorm with shit in his pants.
Cats and boots and cats and boots
Oh.
and cats and boots and cats and boots and
Siri, that's some hot fire. When did you learn that?
Okay, I found this on the web.
Siri, why do you always direct back to the web? Why do you do this to me? I don't know why you do this to me. It's very insulting. You know, sometimes I just want to be listened to. Sometimes I just want you to know how I feel.
I don't know what you mean by Siri, why do you always write back to the web? What do you do this to me? I don't know why you do this to me. I just want you to know how I feel.
Siri, why are you making fun of my stutter?
We were talking about you, not me.
Fuck you. Yeah, I look at the knife defense laws, self-defense laws, and they said, nope, you can't have a knife on you, under no circumstances. And I'm like, well, shit, how am I gonna kill these drug addicts who try to kill me now? So, I have no idea. You ever been at a party with a red solo cup in your hand and you're just looking at the floor in the corner of the room trying to play with the dog while all the women are rubbing their asses on every other good-looking guy and you're just kind of looking at the wall like, what am I doing? Well, I wish I was at home playing RuneScape. I can get to 99 fishing tonight if I really try.
That sounds like a very specific example, but I'm gonna assume that's not you, and you're the one getting laid because you just go up and you're like, hey, what's up, bitches? I'm Swaggersouls. I got a YouTube channel and shit, and they're just like, oh yeah, they want that.
Usually it goes like
dick.
this. I go up to a girl, I go, yo, what's up, honey? My name is Swaggersouls. It's my real name on my birth certificate. You can look it up. And then I say, I'm a YouTuber, I have 250,000 subscribers, and then they go, oh really? And they start to get wet, and then I say I do gaming videos. And then it dries up like, you know, the Sahara Desert in the middle of August. But this is where I get them. I say, well, you know, I understand you might not be into it here, and then I take out my wallet and drop it on the floor, and $2,000 and 100 spills out. And I say, whoops, sorry, that's my spending money for tonight. And then I put it back in my pocket, and then it's the goddamn Red Sea parting, and I'm Moses. Fucking, I don't have a tissue. I'm just gonna pick my nose. No one's here to judge me. Remember, I did that in class, and this girl next to me was like, "Hey, you want some hand sanitizer?" I'm like, "Oh." I'm like, that's embarrassing. I didn't think you were looking at me. And you know, she was like, no, I was looking at you, and you know, do you need some hand sanitizer? You know, it's kind of gross. And I'm like, well, who the fuck are you to judge me? You know, and then I got her number, and then we had sex. It was great. So, is everybody having fun?
Hi. Hi. Oh no. Oh, sorry.
I don't do blunts. Blunts are for people that are much bigger and more rich in melanin content than I am. I remember I was fucking taking a test. Get a fucking text. He goes, it's time to disassociate. And it was a picture of him fucking drinking 2 bottles of cough syrup. I was just like, good on you, man. It's like, that's one way to get rid of a cold. You know? One way to get rid of a cold. By the way, kids, if you're watching, you're under the age of 18, don't do drugs. Once you're 18, you're fully capable of making your own decisions. But don't let us influence you. So if you're a young child and you go, hey, Swaggersouls cool, he smokes weed, note that I didn't smoke weed until I was 18. So once you're 18, do whatever you want, because you're a legal adult and no one else can be held accountable but you. I just want to see my wife and my child and my girlfriend, who I keep secret from my wife. It's kind of stressful, really. I went to war to avoid all of it. Yeet!
Kill him. Yeah, one more.
Yeet!
That's another guy.
That's my boy.
They call me Yeetmeister, because I fucking yeet.
What?
Swagger, are you back? I'm eating a sandwich.
How many yeets does it take until you die?
The average human can yeet 32,000 times, which means that Swagger has exactly 5 days to live.
My comment sections are pretty tame. Usually my top comments are just yeet.
Yeah.
And they have like 500 likes. It's just yeet. The best is when I was in middle school and got hit with fucking it was a pillowcase filled with oranges.
What kind of childhood did you have? It's like
They started pointing
I
at
lived
me.
in the North Shore.
They called me the human juice maker because they'd smash me with oranges until it made juice.
all right, Swagger.
Sounds traumatic.
Swagger, how much money do you spend every month on weed?
What?
How much money do you spend every month on weed?
Whoa.
Swagger! Swagger,
What was the question?
how much money do you spend a month on weed?
A month? I remember being a little Chinese boy working the rice fields, but
Jesus
it all
Christ,
changed
Swagger.
when the Fire Nation attacked. I was born with a stutter, which was a very terrible situation for me because not only was I Chinese, but I also had a stutter. And
Okay.
this made it even more terrible.